Grampa Beagle's Day Out is the second segment of the 17th episode of the first season of Mickey Mouse Roadster Racers, or Mickey and the Roadster Racers. And in this one, the Happy Helpers have been asked by Billy Beagle to kind of look after his grandpa and help him run some errands without him getting too tired, or I believe tuckered out was the phrase that they used. And the Happy Helpers think that this is going to be pretty straightforward, but it turns out that Grandpa Beagle has a great thirst for adventure, and they go on a bit of a wild goose chase, and things get pretty intense. And I won't say any more than that. Obviously, it's about a 10-minute episode. I don't want to spoil too much, but I like the fact that they were showing this older character who, to begin with, seemed like he needed to be driven around and looked after. But actually, he showed that there is a lot of life still left in him, and that just because you're older, it doesn't necessarily limit your abilities. Obviously, it's also nice to show that if an elderly person does need help with running errands, help is there, and it's okay to ask for that help. And I think it handled it very well. I do think it maybe went a little bit over the top at one point, but for the average young viewer watching it, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. It was a nice enough narrative with a sweet message. Grandpa Beagle was a very likable character. I liked a lot of the play on words in this. A lot of what Grandpa Beagle said did not mean what the Happy Helpers thought it meant, and I liked that. It kept it full of surprises, and it kept it quite fresh. I would say it's definitely a pretty strong segment that I enjoyed watching. It's not as strong as Mouse vs. Machine, which is the first segment in this episode, but as a rule, I thought it worked pretty well, and Grandpa Beagle's Day Out is a pretty strong episode.